What's up, guys? Nightflux here, and I'm with a friend of mine. If you want to introduce yourself.
Are you just it's, can't be introduced? It's cool. What's up, guys? Jimmy here from the All Bets on James channel. Check it
And
out in the link below.
today we're going to talk about the next thing coming out. Usually I don't talk about Japanese meta, but today I ran into something that was interesting, so I think we should go over it. I know in English the next big thing that's coming out is crossrides. There's a lot of debate if these crossrides are going to break the game or not. Some say yes, some say no. Other people don't really care. But so let's take a break from that for a moment and go to the Japanese meta. They've had crossrides for a while. From when I was reading about the Japanese meta, I thought crossrides would last a long time. But with the newest thing coming out in set 10, yeah, sorry, a new thing, brake rides. Currently, there are 3 brake rides coming out. One for Spike, one for Gold, one for Narukami. Let me read you what a brake ride does in case you're not sure. I'll use the Spike Brothers one just because Spike's my favorite deck anyway. Limit Break 4. This is called Bad End Dragger. Love Grade 3. Limit Break 4. Activate this ability if you have 4 more damage, obviously. When a Spike Brothers rides this unit, you may choose one of your vanguards. That unit gets power plus 10,000 and gets auto. When one of your Spike Brothers rear guards attacks, that unit gets plus 10k until the end of that battle. At the beginning of the close of the battle step, return that unit to your deck and shuffle your deck until the end of turn. Auto. When this unit is boosted by a Spike Brothers, this unit gets plus 2,000 till the end of battle. Continuous. Lord. If this unit does not belong to the same clan as... If you don't have a unit that belongs to the same clan as this unit cannot attack. Basically, a brake ride is pretty much the opposite of a cross ride. It's the reverse of a cross ride. So if I was using my Spike Brothers deck, for example, I had my Bracky. I would ride my Bad End Dragger. Then I would ride my Dudley on top of him to get the plus 10k to my Vanguard, Dudley, plus 10k to one of my Juggernauts per se. And then basically you have mad boosted. So instead of cross riding, you're brake riding, is saying break the ride chain and go backward. It's kind of like the opposite of a cross ride. That's why. So it looks like Bushy Road basically took into consideration everyone saying cross rides were broken, and maybe, okay, instead of cross rides, this is what we're going to do instead, brake rides. So instead of cross rides breaking the game, these are going to actually balance the game instead. What are your opinions on this? I've been doing a lot of talking.
Um, well, attendance should definitely, like I said, change the game. It's got with like I mean, it's still gonna be a while for us because we got plenty of time. Like I said, they're not even out in Japan yet, so we're gonna have plenty of time to find out what's gonna happen to them. We're starting to see the crossrides. Crossrides seem like they have good effects. These seem like they have better effects because they benefit not just the Vanguard but also your rear guards. And I think it's going to change the way people play because a lot of times, I mean, not everybody does it, but a lot of people who, go and play, they just, attack Vanguard, attack Vanguard, attack Vanguard.
Yeah, a lot of aggro heavy decks do that.
Yeah, like the Gyarados are a lot of attacking Vanguards. I don't know. Whenever I play at locals, a lot of people just attack Vanguard. The good players will, mix it up, but usually it's just everybody attacks Vanguard. This is making it so you have to change your game plan, basically. You have to attack rear guards. Otherwise, you're giving somebody else, making them have a rear guard with another 10k boost. So, you know how ridiculous that's going to be? If you're running, say they put this card in an OTT deck, and then you got, this thing, you got Toms on the outsides, getting plus 10k.
Yeah.
And you can't defend with grade zeros, and they twin drive criticals. What are they really going to do?
I don't even think they'd be able to do an OTT one. That'd be way too broken.
But I mean, it's just one of those things that
It's gonna be
like
crazy.
I don't know if I was reading this card the same. I was looking at the Bad End Dragger also, and I mean, unless I was mistaken, I think it's if you ride it, I think the second auto effect of the Vanguard of the rear guard attacks every time, as long as your card's in the field, every rear guard is at plus 10k. I don't think it's only when you ride it, unless I'm reading it wrong.
It's only when a Spike Brothers unit rides on top of it.
So you give a 10k to the new Vanguard and to one rear guard.
So exactly. So if you're running Juggernaut, if your Juggernaut Soul Blasted skill row runs 23k, drop a Dudley on top of that, drop another 10k on a Juggernaut. Now you're looking at 20 3K. Now you're looking at 23K plus your drive checks. Are you freaking kidding me? How are you going to block a Dudley with possibly 2 crits on it coming in for that much? You have to perfect guard. Then that means
you pretty much have to perfect guard everything, because pretty much when these things come out, people are hitting for. I think what it's going to do is going to stop early game defense, because people need to defend late game, and they're not going to be able to defend anything because, you know, they're. What are you going to do? Okay, I can block every attack you have early, but when you get your grade 3s out, and you have 3 people hitting me for 20, 30K, who knows? How are you going to stop it? You know?
You're not.
It's exactly.
But
you could be taking 2 hits from rear guards that are 20K by themselves, not even with a booster, so maybe 28, 29 with maybe even other effects. So that's already 2 rear guards, and then, you know, a twin drive from a Vanguard could be another 3 damage. And then, or you go ahead and, you know, go against Cancelot and get freaking quad critted like I did.
At locals. I think what we're going to see, I really like this idea of break rides. It really balances the whole cross rides idea. I like that Bushiroad's listening to their customers, unlike other companies that I've played card games for. But I think next thing we're going to see probably hybrid clans. I think they're going to start pushing for that soon. I heard a rumor that it's possibly going to, instead of 50 card decks, it's going to go to 60 card decks, which leads me to believe that they're probably going to increase the damage cap. But that's just speculation from my part. I don't know if that's actually going to happen.
Yeah, I don't know if that's going to happen. That's something that I think I saw it too. I think it was on a message board and people were talking about it. And
I think if they end up going to a 60 card deck, I think they'll probably push it to 8 damage. Because people aren't going to be guarding as much in the beginning, but that's just speculation. Like I said, anymore, could be completely wrong on that. Any closing thoughts from you?
Well, like I said, I mean, it's going to take a while before things start happening. I mean, like I said, this thing's probably not going to come out.
No, this deck comes out in February for Japan.
For Japan, but I mean, for us to get it, for all we know, Japan can go and abuse this, you know, new system, and then, you know, like the Gancelot, like there's one for Gancelot coming out for the Gold Paladins. So a Gold Paladin Gancelot is supposed to be, from what I've heard, I don't actually have the information, but it's basically just destruction. And you can actually, people have been talking about running it with a Duke Dragon build. Duke, yeah, that's Gold Paladin, right?
Yeah.
I had a brain lapse for a minute. Apparently it's super broken with Spectral Duke, and who knows? They might be able, you know, people might just break the system with these new cards, and maybe Bushiroad will put out a ban list for when they come out. Who knows? I mean, not a bad enough list where they, you know, will make them, nobody will want to get them, but maybe like a mean limit, maybe not a limit to the break rise, maybe a limit to the other grade 3s. The ones that, like, you know, need to be used. Like, maybe they'll put a limit on, you know, Duke Dragon to a limit 2 or a limit 3, or I don't know how many you guys run. Maybe you limit to everything else. I mean, it's going to definitely change the game, though. It's going to have to change the way you think. Your opponent's going to have to change the way they battle you. I mean, it'll be interesting. I mean, we're not going to know until they actually come out how they're going to play, because, like I said, we were all talking about, cross rides are coming out, and they're going to be freaking going around like hotcakes at Denny's. But
and now everyone's talking about break rides now. So I like the direction they're going with this. Basically, leave us a comment below. What do you guys think about, from what you've heard from us and what you've researched you could do on your own? Leave us a comment. What do you guys think about break rides versus cross rides? Are break rides
better?
Or break ride's going to break the game like we thought cross rides were going to be, or is this going to balance everything out? Make sure to leave us a comment in the section below. Also, quick spoiler. In BT11, release of the Sealed Dragons, I don't want to do any spoilers, so I won't say anything else on that. Kagero units will be returning in April 2013, as you can see right here, to Japan. So Kageros are coming back, and they're going to release some more cards for them. So I'm super stoked about that. But we are about out of time for today. This is Nightflux, and I'm with
Jimmy.
And make sure you like and leave us those comments. Check out James's channel. I'll have it in the description below and probably the annotations. But thanks for watching, guys, and we will see you next time. Peace out.